Get out! Get out of there! No, Klaus, tell her there's two of them. What? They killed her? Welcome, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today, I am reacting to episode 4 of the Umbrella Academy. So, we left off where Klaus is stuck in the trunk with the two hitmen, Hazel and Cha-Cha, I believe their names are. I think Hazel is the guy, Cha-Cha is the girl. Please correct me in the comments if I'm getting the names wrong. But left off right there. I am concerned for Klaus. I don't think he's going to die. That's just my prediction right now. At least not right now, because part of the reason I think that is there's an interesting moment last episode where we got kind of a glimpse into what it was like in excuse me, in his mind, you know, when he was in the bathtub, and kind of the terrors he deals with, I'm assuming because of his powers to communicate with the dead. So I'm really interested to see. I wonder, I don't know, is this episode going to be a rescue mission? Are we going to go after Klaus and try to help him? Or are they going to leave Klaus alone? I really feel like the family does not... they're pretty harsh in their judgment of Klaus, you know, and yes, I understand that he's addicted to drugs and he is a mess, but look, he's a lovable mess. And also, you know, he can actually prove to be very useful in the right circumstances. As we saw, I think it was episode 2 when he went with number 5 and, you know, pulled off some hilarious stunts to help him in his investigation. So anyways, if you do want to see my full unedited reaction, that is up on my Patreon for $1. Early access to next week's episode is also there if you want to check that out and support. As always, if you truly can't afford, you know, the unedited reactions, and that's the reason you don't want to sign up, just sign up on Patreon, message me and let me know, and I will give you a year for free. Anyways, let's get into the Umbrella Academy episode 4. Three, 2, 1. Starting right away with another killer song here. So this is him before he was gigantic, right? Okay. 7 years ago. Alright. I mean, he was always ripped even back then. Just not full Hulk status, apparently. Luther always looks so conflicted. You know, I really feel like he needs to, I don't know, watch some rom-coms, get a little joy and humor in his life. You know, he just, I mean, I understand that he's dealing with so much, and I feel like he feels like the responsible one, but someone cheer the poor man up. Okay, well, this is a little fun. Is he drinking a gallon of milk on the bike? I need to try that sometime.
You don't need to call me by my number anymore.
I don't think you ever needed to call them by their numbers. Can't you just give them all names? I do feel like the dynamic is, though, that he was the only one who didn't full-on rebel against the father and break away. Jeez. What happened to him? Oh, this is how he gets maybe he gets like an upgrade. Like some Captain America super strength serum that gives him his gigantic strength. The serum actually just gives you facial hair. Oh my gosh, you're hairy, dude. He looks horrified. I mean, look, I would feel the same way if I woke up and was... Oh my gosh, another good opening. I love the way they tie in the title card. That was cool seeing kind of an origin story. I feel like the impression I get is that Luther, you know, everyone is kind of horrified by Luther, but by seeing that origin story, he's even horrified by himself, which is really sad.
I can't. Please.
It's tough seeing Luther like this, and I do feel like he should talk to her, but at the same time, I feel like he has one of those personalities where that's not an easy thing to do. You know, just someone who's more private. Like, it's not easy to talk for certain people.
I sleep all day too, but rehearsal.
This guy is really cool. He better not turn out to be secretly evil or die in a horrible way. I feel like one of those two things are going to happen.
I really need it for my nerves. I've been taking it since I was a kid.
I'm calling it right now. I think the medication that Vanya takes actually suppresses whatever power she has. That's just my theory.
For existing.
That's a sweet thing to say, because she does apologize too much.
Is it on your way?
Not at all.
This guy, I like this guy, man.
I felt like I had to apologize for even breathing.
Yeah, because your father was a lunatic.
Number 5, where is he?
Oh, jeez.
Is that a...
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I know choking can be a turn on, but during torture? Klaus, that's...
Wrangling to get the blood flowing, right?
That's a way to unnerve your captors.
What's so funny, you ass?
What do you mean, what's so funny? That's hilarious.
I need...
Oh my gosh. Klaus is just so good at this. They really did kidnap the wrong guy.
It was an atypical assignment.
Hey, I understand.
Hello,
They
hazard
should
pay?
have. Poor working class assassins.
Right, come on, Hazel.
Is he giving himself a pep talk to get into the torture act? I mean, they are pretty adorable for two hitmen. I'm not gonna lie.
My mom,
Is he gonna tell her what he did?
she died last night.
He's not gonna tell her. The fact that he did it was so rough. I don't know why he had to. I feel like they're both good people, but I could see why they shouldn't be in a relationship together. Who is that? Yeah, everyone needs to be on guard. You never know who's going around. Oh oh my gosh.
Keys at my place last night. I was just returning them. I'm sorry if I...
Why are you inside her apartment?
Oh, is he, are they gonna reveal him as bad?
Restroom.
I don't trust this.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
No, it's just... From what I heard, you didn't want to have anything to do with Vanya yesterday, so I was just wondering.
I don't know why that's any of your business.
He's gonna be bad, isn't he? He's gonna be bad. Look at him. You can see like a sinister look behind him. Great, great. Vanya can't even get a nice guy. I knew it. I knew he couldn't just be good. I knew he was either gonna die or he was gonna turn bad. Now I know he's bad. And you know what's probably gonna happen? Allison is going to tell Vanya. Vanya's not gonna believe it because they have some tension in their relationship, and it's gonna just lead to all sorts of drama.
Because we're going on a field trip.
That is an efficient way to get information, number 5. Sometimes the threats are necessary.
Really? Last I checked, you mopped floors.
They don't need this type of fighting right now.
Turn you into a monster.
Jeez.
Missing. And this is how you rise to the occasion.
Honestly, this is really a time where they need to put aside their differences and have the family come together.
Maybe you're not hitting him hard enough.
Klaus needs to come up with like a Jack Sparrow type escape plan. That's what we need to see here.
Peace?
You gonna tell him that it's special?
I was gonna say there's no way there's not weed in that. Oh, that's all, like, if he escapes because of that, that'll be incredible.
Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give in, Klaus. Come on, just stay strong until they get high and you can escape. They're gonna get so high if they're eating all that chocolate, man. Just like that, it's all going up in flames. They're still dancing as everything's burning around them. That must have been some top shelf weed, Klaus. Jeez. Oh no. He did. Oh, whoa! Look out! I wonder if there's a chance Hazel and Cha-Cha might change their minds.
Maybe it's not about why we left. Maybe it's about why you stayed.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with Diego.
You stayed because you couldn't let go of the way things used to be.
I think this might just be some hard truth that Luther needs to hear.
What's he saying?
What are you saying?
You guys are scarier without the masks.
Oh, Klaus, you just have the best lines.
I have reason to believe 2 wanted criminals are in this motel.
Just 2?
This guy couldn't care less. What? Look, I knew it! I knew it! But what is that gonna do? If those drugs are really things that suppress her powers, it might just unleash her.
Don't you think?
That's crazy seeing the wide shot with all the ghosts of the dead that they've murdered all around them. Don't make too much noise though. Hazel and Cha-Cha are gonna hear. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Get him out.
Are you Diego's brother?
Stop talking to him. Get him out. This is not the time to have a conversation. Oh, no. Get out. Get out of there. No, Klaus, tell her there's 2 of them. What? They killed her?
Please be money.
What? Where'd he go? It, like, took him to another dimension or something. Is that the way they just they teleport places? Oh, Klaus is just never gonna find his way home at this rate. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they killed her. I thought she was gonna be a main character. I mean, his mom just died, and now her? This is... Okay, that is episode 4 of the Umbrella Academy. Man, a lot went down in that episode. Geez, I mean, of course it started out, it was really cool seeing, you know, more of Luther and what happened with him, and I do think it's interesting. Like, you definitely see where the tension between him and Diego comes from, and the way that they handled kind of the difficulty of growing up, you know, Diego running off and doing his own thing to break away from the father, Luther, you know, feeling like it was his duty and responsibility to stay, and even the, you know, it is a complicated thing, like Luther being transformed into, you know, this creature, this giant, you know, kind of beast creature that was to save his life. But then, like, you see Diego's perspective pointing out, like, was his father being, you know, reckless with his son's life, sending him on this mission all by himself? But just, I really like how the show kind of spent some time with the 2 of them together and really kind of explained, like, where their history and their tension comes from. That was very interesting. Vanya, man, she is in trouble, okay? Her, you know, love interest is, I'm calling it 100% a villain. I mean, it was pretty much confirmed when we saw the fact that he took her medication. I don't see any reason why he would do that with good intentions. So I'm completely convinced. Ever since he ran into Allison, I was just convinced he is definitely a villain. Now the thing that I'm really curious about is, first of all, how much emotional pain is Vanya going to have to go through, because she's so sensitive and she's so sweet and she clearly cares about this guy, and he plays the act of a nice guy really, really well. I mean, he was making me like the character and making me happy for Vanya. So now I'm just wondering, like, how much more emotional suffering is Vanya going to have to suffer at the hands of this guy when she finds out eventually that he's evil? And secondly, I'm really curious, like, what the medication that Vanya does. My theory is really that it suppresses some type of super strong powers. I feel, that could be wrong. I feel like Vanya is going to have powers. I just do. I just feel like, you know, in a show like this about superheroes, you know, the one character doesn't have powers, there's going to be a surprise where she has powers. And then I can't believe they killed Detective, what's her name? EUDORA, right? They killed her off? I thought she was going to be, like, the connection between the family and the police force, and her dynamic with Diego was going to kind of be a back and forth. Maybe they eventually get together, maybe not, maybe they're just friends, and then they just killed her. I was surprised by that. And Klaus, he's escaped, I don't know where, into another dimension, causing chaos. He was hilarious as a captive, causing problems for Hazel and Cha-Cha. And part of me is also wondering, if there's a chance that Hazel and Cha-Cha might change their mind and rebel against whoever their bosses are. Just because if you see, since you saw them starting, I think in episode 2 is when they show up, Hazel is no fan of the management. He complains about how they're treated, and I feel like, now that they realize they're on a mission to stop the end of the world, maybe there's a chance that they decide to rebel against their boss or their bosses, whatever organization it is that they work for exactly. And that would be interesting, because I do like them. I like them as villains, and they are murderers, so I don't know if they could really have a full-on redemption arc. But it would just be an interesting dynamic to see maybe if they rebelled against whoever their bosses are. And yeah, so anyways, I'm going to jump right into the next episode. My full reaction to this episode is up on Patreon. As always, same with next week's episode. Let me know what you think. If you're interested in my predictions and theories, let me know as well. Thank you, as always, for watching. Be active, be mindful, and be a hero.